The philosophical foundations of oneness. The philosophical foundations of oneness are rooted in ancient teachings and spiritual traditions from around the world. These teachings emphasize the idea that all beings and things are connected at a fundamental level, forming a single, unified existence. Understanding these philosophical perspectives can deepen our awareness of oneness and help us see how this concept has shaped human thought throughout history. Ancient teachings on unity. Many ancient cultures and philosophies have expressed the idea of oneness in various ways. They often use symbols, metaphors, and stories to communicate the interconnected nature of all life. Examples: Hinduism and Advaita Vedanta. In Hindu philosophy, particularly in the school of Advaita Vedanta, the concept of Brahman represents the ultimate reality or consciousness that permeates everything. According to this view, the individual soul Atman is not separate from Brahman but is one with it. The famous phrase Tat Tvamasi, meaning you are that, signifies the realization that the self and the universe are fundamentally the same. Buddhism and interdependence. Buddhism teaches the concept of dependent origination, which states that all things arise in dependence on other conditions. This means that nothing exists independently, everything is interconnected. For example, a tree relies on the soil, water, sunlight, and air to grow. Without these elements, the tree cannot exist. This understanding of interdependence highlights the idea that all phenomena are connected in a web of relationships. Indigenous beliefs. Many indigenous cultures around the world have a deep sense of connection to nature and the cosmos. They often view the earth as a living entity and believe that humans, animals, plants, and even the elements are part of a single, harmonious system. For instance, Native American traditions speak of the Great Spirit, a force that flows through all living things, emphasizing the unity of all existence. The role of oneness in different spiritual traditions. Oneness is a central theme in many spiritual traditions, where it is often associated with the experience of divine connection, enlightenment, and inner peace. These traditions encourage practices that help individuals transcend their sense of separateness and experience a deeper unity with the universe. Examples: Sufism, Islamic mysticism. In Sufism, the concept of Tawhid refers to the oneness of God and the unity of all creation. Sufis believe that everything in the universe is a manifestation of the divine, and through spiritual practices like meditation, prayer, and poetry, they seek to experience a direct connection with this divine presence. The poetry of Rumi, a famous Sufi mystic, often speaks of the soul's longing to reunite with the divine, reflecting the idea that love and oneness are at the heart of existence. Christian mysticism. In Christian mysticism, oneness is expressed through the idea of union with God. Mystics like Meister Eckhart and Saint Teresa of Avila wrote about their experiences of becoming one with the divine presence, where the boundaries between the self and God dissolve. This mystical union is often described as a state of pure love and divine connection, where the soul realizes its unity with the Creator. Taoism, a spiritual and philosophical tradition from China, teaches that everything in the universe flows from the Tao, the ultimate source and essence of all things. The Tao is often described as the natural order or the way of the universe. Taoist practices like Tai Chi and Qigong aim to align the individual with the flow of the Tao, fostering a sense of harmony and oneness with nature and life. Modern perspectives on interconnectedness. In modern times, the concept of oneness has evolved to include scientific, psychological, and philosophical insights that support the idea of interconnectedness. Contemporary thinkers and scientists explore how this ancient wisdom aligns with our understanding of reality today. Examples: Quantum physics. Quantum physics has revealed that at the subatomic level, particles are interconnected in ways that defy classical understanding. The concept of quantum entanglement suggests that when two particles become entangled, they remain connected regardless of the distance between them. A change in one particle will instantaneously affect the other. This phenomenon supports the idea that everything in the universe is interconnected at a fundamental level. The Gaia hypothesis. The Gaia hypothesis, proposed by scientist James Lovelock, suggests that the Earth functions as a self-regulating, living organism. According to this theory, all living beings and their environments interact in a complex web that maintains the conditions necessary for life. This perspective aligns with the idea of oneness by viewing the Earth and its ecosystems as a unified, interdependent whole. Collective consciousness. In psychology and sociology, the idea of a collective consciousness refers to the shared beliefs, values, and attitudes that unite people within a society. This concept implies that individuals are not isolated beings but are influenced by and contribute to the broader social and cultural fabric. The idea of collective consciousness highlights how our thoughts and actions are interconnected with those of others. Summary: the philosophical foundations of oneness are deeply rooted in ancient teachings, spiritual traditions, and modern scientific perspectives. These traditions emphasize that everything in the universe is interconnected, forming a single, unified whole. By understanding and embracing this concept, we can see beyond the illusion of separateness and recognize the deeper unity that binds us all. This realization has the power to transform our relationships, our connection to nature, and our approach to life itself.